Hello. In this video, we'll go over how to understand the different meter types and aggregation rules available from Amberflo out of the box. So there are several different meter types that are available depending on how you'd like the usage records to be aggregated and then shown back and eventually used for billing. The ideal meter type for your use case really depends on what is the resource being metered, but you don't necessarily need to be perfect or know this completely right away. So when you create a meter, it's set into draft state in Amberflo, where you can send values and you can see how that data is being aggregated and see how it's showing up in Queryable for analytics and things. And then if it's not perfect or if there's something you'd like to change, you can change the aggregation rule, you can add dimensions and things, and really ensure that that data structure and the pipeline is perfect before you then lock the meter to active state when it can no longer be changed or edited. And then it would be you would use it live into production. So we can go into Amberflo really quick to see how does this look. We've just gone ahead. We'll just create a new meter, and this is where you select which aggregation rule or which meter type would you like this meter to be. So for each that you select, we provide a bit of a guide, so it explains how is the aggregation working, and then what are some examples or some common use cases that this meter is typical for. For some of these, you'll notice that they ask for an event ID dimension. That's essentially a dimension value so that they can identify the resource that's being metered. So if we use this duration meter as an example, let's suppose that it's metering the compute or the runtime for some compute instance. Maybe you have multiple servers. So then say that the event ID dimension would be the server ID, and then that way you would be able to track the duration that each server was running for independently. So it would be able to send start and stop events for each, and then reconcile using that event ID dimension which start and stop corresponds to which resource being consumed. And then if you have any more questions, or if you still aren't sure which meter type, you can always navigate out with the Learn More button. We have a section in the docs with screenshots and even richer explanations explaining the meter types. And then still, if there are questions, you're always welcome to reach out to Amberflo support, either from Intercom, the Slack channel, or directly via email, and we'll be happy to walk through your use case and help you out with your dimensions.